So I think that I realized that being in this room is no coincidence, because it was at that level of contraction. I would just be the most happiest person to be able to help people that are at that level of contraction where they feel like the only option they have is to kill themselves. My mother committed suicide when I was 23, and from that time on, and actually before that, I did this dark dance with depression, and my torture was more mental, physical, than physical. It was emotional, spiritual throughout my life, and so I started realizing that I was riding this fence between making a choice between leaving and going, and that if I wanted to leave, I could actually create that. I had been, going down for, about 4 years. I had arthritis in my hips, so I went from an able-bodied person to a person on crutches, and laying around. Chronic fatigue just contracted, just my energy contracted. And I started having skin cancer erupting on my body in November. So I was in a lot of fear, contraction, and at some point when I realized that I was on that fence of making that choice, I could feel this little tiny piece of me that said, I'm not really ready to leave yet. I haven't done what I came here for. And I talked to my husband and I said, I'm supposed to be at this retreat. I know I'm supposed to be here. And he says, go. And so that day I just got online and I signed up, and here I am. So having said that, I came from that contracted state. It's like, yes, I've wanted to heal the arthritis, and so that I can get around easier, and I've been in a lot of pain. But the most pain that I have felt in my life is the psychic pain and the emotional pain, and the heart pain of not being able to let my heart open. And the one thing that got me to that contracted state was that I've done actually a lot of energy work in my life, and which I said in here that I did not know how to integrate it into my body. And each time that I would actually, go in and try to open my heart, I could feel this part of me that felt like it was saying, no, I will not open to love. I will not, just this intense fear about opening. I feel happy from the inside out through every layer of my being. And even, I've had great experiences. I have really great friends and great family and everything. So I've had great experiences, and even when I've had joyful periods of my life, there's always been this underlying sense of low-grade depression, and that is completely gone. It's gone. It's like I don't feel it. It's like I feel like, wow, how could I have lived like that all my life? It's like, it feels like this feels like the natural state, and how could I have not been there, And so I am so grateful for this practice. And it feels like I was worried the first few days when I got here that, I was afraid to go home. I was afraid, because all the stuff is still going to be there that I have to do, and the patterns that I've created there and everything. So the first couple of days I was like, oh no, I don't want to go home, And I'm feeling different now because I feel like I have a practice that can help me to help move through any blocks that I have that are going on in my life. And so I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home and see my husband and my dog.